Okay, guys. So, betcha those people in the Supreme Court nomination process are still up. Just getting ready for bed or something because it was a really long day for them, and they're just unwinding and probably contemplating what happened. Is there going to be a day three? I'm sure it will be a different set of senators asking questions. What really impressed? What actually not impressed upon me was that some senators, right, started out praising Judge Brett Kavanaugh and saying things like, I think you're a really strong candidate. I really admire your work over the years. And then they started asking questions that were like, whoa. I was like, I was like, and then he couldn't answer them. I was like, whoa, right? So I'm not really sure what is gonna happen. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, Judge Brett Kavanaugh, I'm really impressed. I think you're a really good candidate, Democrat or something like that. and then the Senate would start asking questions, and then their nominee couldn't answer it, and then the senator would like kind of like berate him or get mad at him or something. So that really impressed upon me. You know. So it's but I'm up here in Toronto, Canada, and one of the things I mentioned in my blog about Canada, related to this Supreme Court nomination USA as a Canadian, is that even the Prime Minister is upset about the judgment, the settlement that Omar Khadr got. $8 million in apology for American conduct, and one, it's kind of like a civil lawsuit, even though it was a military situation. So the burden of proof was that they had to show that he was the one that pulled the trigger that killed U.S. Marine in the middle of a firefight, right, between like two platoons or whatever they're called. The burden of proof was that they had to prove that it was actually him that killed a U.S. sergeant, Marine sergeant. Right? It's so nonsensical, right? Because this is like middle of a firefight. It's kind of proving a direct link between your dead Jewish ancestor and Herman Hesse, or not Herman, so like Goering or something. Like, you have to prove Goering targeted your grandma, right? Or else we have to apologize to Goering while he's in prison serving for the death of other Jews. Right? This is a military trial, military situation, right? But they treat it like, if it don't fit, you gotta quit kind of shit, right? And so what happened? What's going on in Canada is like, it's not as like the options are not as like pluralistic, diverse. It's not like free market as in America. So if the Prime Minister is upset about that decision, it's like the economy is run by, who knows? The economy could be run by like an idiot cop. The economy could be run by like an airhead Canadian heiress. the economy can be run by like I love you guys, but Michael Bublé or Celine Dion in Las Vegas, for all the fuck we know. You know what I mean? And if you got a problem with one cable company, you go to like the other cable company who is their in-law, like seriously. Their in-law, like they're married to one another. Right? It's exactly like that in Canada. It's like, no. We have laws in place to make sure that even these monopolies do not infringe upon your private rights. But other than like the mayor of Toronto and like the prime minister, I'm practically the only fucking Canadian on social media. Me and a bunch of kids playing video games. That's it. That is all that's on social media in Canada. Me and a bunch of high school kids collecting video games, and then the mayor of Toronto, the prime minister, and like a ditzy rich heiress. That is fucking all. All right. So nobody really knows who the fuck really is running this country. That's my commentary on Canada.